Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about some pretty significant changes with regards to how our IDs for proposals and jobs and job phases are all synced together now going forward, and what the numbers mean within each of the IDs. So let's jump in. So here I'm in a proposal 7414. The first thing that you're going to notice, well, one of the things you're going to notice is now proposal IDs and job IDs are going to increment specific to your account. So 7414, the next proposal I create will be 7415, the next one will be 7416, etc. So it's going to be incremental, specific to your account. The next thing you're going to notice is proposal 7414 will turn into job 7414. So the IDs are going to be the same across proposals and jobs and phases. But now there's a couple different things that we're going to go through here when it comes to stages and products. So because a proposal can generate or create multiple jobs, there's some differentiating numbers prefixed with a hyphen sign, a dash, once we close a proposal. So here's a proposal. I've got two stages. Number one, it has one product, and stage number two has 4 products. So I'm going to close this proposal, and these again can be locations, can be options, can be lots of different things, however you want to use a stage. But typically it's different locations for which you're providing estimates for within the same bid. So this is location 1, 7414, location 2, right? So I'm going to go ahead and send this to myself. You can see my email address there. Send this, and I'm going to win this proposal. Okay, so 7414 is the proposal. Let's jump over to the jobs, and we're going to see what this created. So now I've got job 7414-1 and 7414-2. So you can see here, this is stage number 1. Is the first stage within that proposal is 7414-1. This is stage number 2 is 7414-2. So again, one proposal can turn into multiple jobs, and therefore we have this differentiating number to tell you that there were multiple stages within that proposal from which this job was created. So 7414-1, 7414-2. Now let's go down to the schedule. Some of this may be a little bit confusing at first, but I promise it's going to make a lot of sense, a lot more sense than the changing IDs did previously. So here I've got 7414-1. Within there, we've got multiple products or phases. So this 7414-1 is the first stage within that job, within that proposal. And because we've only got one phase, this is the first product within that proposal, the first phase of that job from that proposal. Let's look at number 2. So now you can see I've got 4 products within that proposal. So it's going to create 7414-2 because this is the second stage, right? Stage number 2 of 7414. So that's going to be the second job created from this proposal, and phase number 1, phase number 2, phase number 3, and phase number 4. So this is really helpful in a lot of different ways. 1, it's consistency from the proposal to the job. 2, it helps you know that there's multiple jobs generated from that one proposal. Or 3, it helps you know that for this given job, 7414-2, there's multiple products or multiple phases within that job. So if I'm looking at 7414-2-3 and I'm at the paving, I know that there's 2 prior phases or 2 prior products within that proposal that may or may not need to get done prior to me doing the paving thing, or the paving portion, excuse me. So now I can intuitively know that there could be prerequisites that have to get done prior to me showing up to a job and actually doing the work that I can check for them. So there's more than just numbers here. There's some intuitive nature of helping you derive additional context about that job. So some really cool things here. Let's jump into one of these jobs now. I'm going to show you how this plays out when it comes to what we just added. As if I click into one of these, now we have this change order option. So we have a change order table down here. You can see that it's empty. There's nothing in there. But if I click on this create change order, we get asked with, do you want to start a new proposal or do you want to use the prior proposal? So starting a new proposal will essentially create a blank proposal with the exception of having the client name, the contact, and the stages filled out for you. At that point, you can add whatever products you need and generate this new estimate, this new proposal, this new change order. Using the prior proposal is essentially a duplicate of the prior proposal. All of the products are filled out, all of the stages are filled out, and then you can go through and make changes, whether it's updating job sizes, quantities, removing products if you needed to from the prior one, right? Doing whatever you needed to do to create that new proposal. Now, keep in mind that this is not going to edit the prior proposal. The prior proposal will remain intact. This is going to be an additional proposal or an additional estimate that you're sending to your customer to create a change order for the scope of the work, primarily for additions or increases to the scope of work. So I'm going to do start a new proposal. That's going to give me this proposal with the 2 stages. So I'm going to just delete the second stage. And now I can add products to this. And let's just do a crack sew product for simplicity. And I'm going to add a job size into here and so forth. So now if I wanted to win this or close it or whatever we wanted to do, let's see how that changed the job. So here I'm in the job. I created this under 7414-1, and now I can see CO1 or change order 1, which is associated to 7414. So now we can see that this change order is in draft status or sent or won or lost or whatever the case is. We'll handle change orders independently of the actual jobs or the proposals. But now we're creating this better organized structure of these are change orders associated to these specific jobs or these specific proposals. So if I go back to my proposal now as well, 7414, now I can see that there is a change order associated to this proposal as well. So this is going to really organize and classify your jobs as a whole, not only by organizing IDs from proposal to job to phase, but inversely, if I create a change order associated to a job, that change order will also now be associated back to that job and the original proposal from which that job was created. So a lot of power here. This is really exciting, not only for the better organization and classification today, but it's unlocking some additional features that you'll have to stay tuned for around versioning and optional products within proposals and so forth. So really cool things happening, but this is the first step to really organizing and creating a better workflow from your opportunities to jobs and classifications. All right, hopefully that's helpful. Thanks, guys.